Hallo liebe Freundinnen und Freunde des guten Geschmacks und herzlich willkommen zu einem niegelnagelneuen Cocktailvideo. Diesmal nicht aus meiner Bar, sondern aus der The Oaks Bar in Düsseldorf. Und heute habe ich was Wunderbares mit Glendalough Whisky vor. Ihr seht schon, ich bin heute nicht alleine, sondern ich habe die liebe Aoife hier. Aoife ist Brand Ambassadorin für Glendalough. So that's why we're talking in English, because you are Irish, right?
I'm from Ireland, exactly.
Oh, like
a wonderful green isle.
Yes, like the whiskey and the gin we have in our video today. So, at first, we would like to talk about the whiskey.
Of course.
Can you tell us more about how the whiskey in Glendalough is made? What's the special about this?
Yeah, of course. So I suppose to start at the very beginning, the best place always to start. So Glendalough was founded in 2011 by 5 friends. And basically what they wanted to do was they wanted to bring the art of craft distilling back to Ireland. Basically what we have is, as Ireland's first craft distillery, what we're doing is we like to go that little bit, I suppose, beyond the norm, beyond what's usual for Irish whiskey, and really push the boundaries with what we can do in terms of Irish whiskey. So the cask that we're using for our maturation process, we're going to every corner of the world to source always the best casks, essentially. So they're coming from America, from France, from Portugal. Our latest release, our Mitsunara, is actually coming from all the way from Hokkaido in Japan. We're always striving to create the best tasting whiskey that we can offer to the people of the world and people here in Germany and Ireland and the world alike. So we actually do a nice mix. So we kind of start off maybe with the more classic, the Irish pot still, which of course is going to be using a beautiful Irish oak that we use. Dargalda oak is the style of it, and basically what that gives us is this wonderful kind of spicy yet sweet characteristic. Our double barrel is going to be used with our single grain, so I believe we're using that for our cocktail later. I suppose this is the one that people would maybe see mostly here in Germany, but also kind of around the world. It's our most sold whiskey worldwide. So it's a single grain, meaning we're using malted barley and maize. So it's going to give you that lovely light, sweet, soft style of whiskey, which is what Irish whiskey is typically known to be like. And we're using ex-American bourbon barrels and Oloroso sherry casks for that. So you're getting that little hint of like dried sweetness, dried fruitiness to it.
So the perfect mix for a whiskey, I think. Brilliant. Before we mix the cocktail, I've a very good question for you, because you are from the whiskey industry.
Of course.
I bet you'll drink your whiskey pure.
Yes.
But if you go to a bar, like the Oak Bar,
yes.
how do you prefer to drink your whiskey?
Oh God, okay. So the first answer, obviously as a brand ambassador, I get this question asked time and time again. What's the best way to drink your whiskey? Is there only one way to drink whiskey? And of course, I love having a good whiskey neat, whiskey pure. But if I'm going into a bar such as the Oaks Bar, I love a good New York sour. That is one of my personal favorites, whiskey sour, New York sour. And here in the Oaks Bar, they do an absolutely fantastic one. So that is how I generally judge how good a bar is, on how well they can make a good whiskey sour.
That's amazing, because I've prepared a similar cocktail. It's
Perfect.
not a New York sour, but it's a whiskey sour filled with a little bit of Oloroso sherry, because you used Oloroso sherry casks for the whiskey. So
nice.
Let's
Look forward to it.
with the cocktail. Für die Zubereitung benötigt ihr ein Shakerglas mit Eiswürfeln. Und dort gebt ihr 50 Milliliter des Glendalough Double Barrel Irish Whisky hinzu, 25 Milliliter frisch gepresster Zitronensaft und 20 Milliliter Rohrzuckersirup. Anschließend wird das Ganze kräftig geshakt. Und in einen Tumbler auf Eis abgeseilt. Anschließend noch etwas Oloroso Sherry auf den Drink. Und als Garnitur kommt noch ein Rosmarinzweig dazu. So, that's it. The Oloroso Good with the Glendalough Double Cask Whiskey.
Looks
Aoife, what do you think?
It looks, first of all, amazing. It looks almost kind of like this idea of the sun shining through the trees in Glendalough and the lovely St. Kevin looking down on us. So aesthetically wise, spot on. I'm looking forward to tasting it. So I give it my verdict. Nail in the head.
Aoife, es freut mich sehr, dass dir dieser Drink gefällt und vor allem, dass er dir schmeckt. Mega cool. Ich hoffe, euch hat das Video ebenfalls gefallen. Ihr habt ein bisschen was über Glendalough gelernt und habt vor allem ein cooles Cocktailrezept mitgenommen. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, dann gebt dem Video doch sehr, sehr gerne einen Like oder abonniert doch gleich den ganzen Kanal, um nichts mehr zu verpassen. Und wir trinken jetzt hier noch ein bisschen, sagen ciao und bis zum nächsten Mal.
Bis Lunch.